They're still doing it, arresting teenagers against the law, interrogating them contrary to statute, all because, well, a white female accosted a 13-year-old kid, according to the report. Here it is.
How you doing, sir? She was involved right here. I think she needs to be handcuffed. I know, yeah, but she's involved in
beyond of that.
Needs to be
Beyond
detained.
of that. He was fighting. Going back up 7-Eleven.
So Baltimore police got a 13-year-old in handcuffs. They got a 13-year-old in handcuffs without her parents.
It's well, and then the SWAT
That was into an altercation with this lady. This lady isn't doing anything. She's not in handcuffs or nothing.
and you're not.
Hey, yo, no, I ain't gonna lie.
Doing moves on that girl. You did moves on her. She did moves on her. It was a football move. She did it all. It wasn't like she was one-on-one fight. She's only there.
This is the sergeant.
Sergeant is looking like he definitely doesn't have command, seeming clueless, not wanting to do anything, based on my opinion. Put up the contrast picture full mass. You have a 13-year-old child in handcuffs, and the woman who attacked her not in handcuffs. I'm going to give you the background to this story, a TikTok video showing a 13-year-old Baltimore girl in handcuffs following a purported altercation with an older woman has elicited outrage from witnesses and viewers alike. They wondered questions like, why was the 13-year-old Black girl handcuffed while the white female adult not? Quote, "Are you serious?" One woman at the scene yelled to the police. The video, shared well over 1,400 times, was posted on October 13th. About 10 Baltimore officers were present somewhere on the city's waterfront. The girl is seen being questioned by several officers. I'm going to get back to that in a moment, why that's a big deal. Arms behind her back, hands in cuffs, while not more than 20 yards away, the older woman, unrestrained, can be seen talking casually with a cop amid catcalls from onlookers. Quote, she broke my thing, the woman says to witnesses. Angered by the disparity in treatment, she holds up a wallet with credit cards falling out. But it's not clear what the girl broke. The teen girl remains calm as she talks to police. One person in the crowd gets her attention, telling her not to talk to the officers until her mother arrives. That's actually the law. The girl continues to talk calmly with cops, and moments later, about 6 minutes into the video, one of them removes the handcuffs. The girl then can be seen making a phone call. Baltimore police did not respond to a request for comment. It's not clear exactly what transpired between the teen girl and the older woman who instigated it, according to witnesses. One onlooker can be heard yelling towards the white female, quote, "You antagonized her. Why did you antagonize that kid?" After about 10 minutes, the crowd begins to disperse. The man who shot the video, known on TikTok as Congo Larry, summarized what he had just witnessed. "That's what you call white privilege," he said. "They put a 13-year-old in handcuffs and the white woman jumped on her. They were both in an altercation. They put the 13-year-old Black girl in handcuffs and her just standing there," talking about the white female adult. It doesn't appear any charges were ever filed. None. No charges at all. Congo Larry says on his page that the girl was turned over to her mother. Police drew considerable criticism on TikTok for how they handled the incident. Quote, "This angered me to my soul," wrote one viewer. Another quote, "Baltimore Police Department should be ashamed end quote. Opined another. Why are they talking to her without an adult? Why is this child in handcuffs? Asked another viewer. Now, Maryland has specific laws, just like any state, as it relates to how police are able to lawfully interact with a minor. Some of these laws are similar, but they do have variation. In Maryland, according to Maryland law, police overstepped their bounds. The Child Interrogation Protection Act, enacted in 2022, states that no juvenile can be questioned by police without talking to an attorney first or until a parent or guardian has been notified. Maryland prosecutors say the law has made it difficult for them to hold juveniles accountable and have lobbied legislators to overturn it. But it is not overturned today. It is the law. So what do we have here? Well, we know no charges were fixed according to the onlookers. We also know, based on witnesses, that the adult antagonized the teenager. Based on witnesses, they engaged in an altercation. You see, there's no such thing as a mutual altercation when you are an adult and the other person is a minor. There's no mutual combat clause, which means even if you were engaged in altercation, the fact that it is a minor, you do not get to claim mutual combat because you are abusing a child. Police arrive, a lot of them. They place the Black teenager in handcuffs. They start questioning the teenager. We see it on the video. That is in violation of state law. They eventually take the handcuffs off the Black teenager and allow her to call a mother. And then they release her. What crime was committed? We don't know. There's no official record yet, at least not one that's publicly available now. Who was the adult that got into this altercation with a child? Who is she? Where is the report on her actions based on the witness testimony that we have via video? I got questions. I need answers. Ben, hell of a thing here. The police violate the law. They then seemingly, according to witnesses, put the wrong person in handcuffs. And then eventually, after about 10 more cops arrive, they get it right. What say you?
Well, you know, the Maryland statute says that you can't interrogate a juvenile, but I guess implied in that statute is, but if it's a Black juvenile, you have a little bit of flexibility there, apparently.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't understand why this keeps happening. I'm so happy, at least, that we're in a society now with these camera phones that can keep people to account, that can create a ruckus when these injustices occur, because hopefully that, as time continues to pass, will lead us to a place where they stop happening. If not for morality reasons and obvious treatment of human beings reasons, just for fear of getting caught reasons. I don't care if fear of punishment or fear of the law is the reason we correct ourselves as a society. It's not as good, but as long as we get where people are treated equally and don't have to fear injustice and unfair treatment, then we're in a better place than we are today. I think that's something. I found it ironic that in the background this whole video is a huge pirate ship, because this looks like some stuff from a time gone by, you'd hope. But apparently we still have huge pirate ships, and we still have people being treated like there are no laws, and like we're stuck in a time where you can just take the law into your own hands and act as you will. I'd love to see the opposite one day. I'd love to see, not anything against white women in general, but it would be great if a video popped up with the white woman in cuffs and the young Black teen being able to speak freely to the police, just to mix it up, you know?
Yeah, and to the point of the author who wrote this, did a great job. The author mentioned, listen, the Black teenager was calm. The Black teenager was speaking calmly to law enforcement. So it's not as if they could make the claim that they were placing her in handcuffs for her own protection or safety. And naturally, when there's a conflict between a juvenile and a grown person, you will take the grown person, go ahead and put them in handcuffs and question them because you're legally allowed to do so. When it comes to a juvenile, you're not legally allowed to interrogate, and no handcuffs should have been affixed at any point. We'll bring you updates as they come.